Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Magic the Gathering Arena. Today we're headed back to Explorer to play a deck that, credit where credit is due, is based on a combo deck that I first saw played by Saffron Olive of the MTG Goldfish crew. So, yeah, I saw a video of his highlighting a deck sort of like this one for Pioneer and thought, you know what? It looks like you can build that in Explorer and maybe with one less color. So that's what we went ahead and did, and this is what I came up with. So, yeah, basically the idea of this deck is to combo off by playing Acererak an infinite number of times, going through the Lost Mine of Pandelver infinite times, and that will kill your opponent because Dark Pool, the middle room in the third layer of this dungeon, drains your opponent for one. Right? So if you can play Acererak, which bounces itself as long as you haven't done the Tomb of Annihilation. As long as you don't go into the Tomb of Annihilation, this will always bounce itself back to your hand, which means that if you can play this an infinite number of times, if when you play this, you get back 3 mana, or enough mana to play it again, you can play it an infinite number of times and drain your opponent out of the game. So, what helps that happen? Well, Gwenna helps that happen because this taps for 2 mana, and whenever you cast a creature spell with power 5 or greater, you untap Gwenna. So, Acererak, power 5 or greater, Gwenna untaps when you play it. So that's 2/3 of the way there. So all you need at this point is 1 mana of discount. So what I'm running for potential discounts here is we have Cemetery Prowler, which if it exiles a creature card from a graveyard, spells you cast cost 1 less to cast for each card type they share with cards exiled in Cemetery Prowler. So if this eats a creature, Acererak will cost 1 less, which I think is pretty nice. That gets us to the combo with Gwenna, Cemetery Prowler, and Acererak. Bantu's Monument, same sort of deal. We don't have to eat a creature from a graveyard, but Bantu's Monument is a legendary artifact, and you'll see why that matters a little bit later. Relic of Legends also gets you that additional mana because you can actually tap the Acererak itself, because it does hit the battlefield for the mana to play the Acererak again. So that is another source of that mana. We also have another discount here of 2 in Goreclaw. Acererak being power 4 or greater costs 2 less. So Goreclaw is another way we can accomplish this combo without Gwenna, actually. So if we have Goreclaw, Relic of Legends, and Acererak, we can combo off. Important note here, we are running Collected Company because Collected Company can hit one version of our can hit all 3 pieces for one version of our combo. In Cemetery Prowler, Gwenna, and Acererak. So that's one of the reasons that we're not like leaning more onto Bantu's Monument and stuff like that, because Collected Company is very nice for being able to hit like 2 pieces on our opponent's end step, and then we can just combo off. So I'm also running Fauna Shamans to help find our combo. Basically, they can pitch our dorky elves, prosperous innkeepers, and valkies to find one of these 3. or potentially Goreclaw if that's the better option in this given situation. So, again, that's why it's really important for our combo pieces, you know, having a discount here that is a creature. The card here that I think is least is most likely to need to be changed is this Valky. Essentially, this is just letting us get a peek at our opponent's hand, make sure that they don't have disruption ahead of time, but it only takes creatures, so it's not like super great. I wanted a legendary creature because it works with Relic of Legends, lets us accelerate a little bit. But it does sort of feel a little bit off in terms of what it does. In terms of the sideboard, sort of a transformational idea, because as you'll notice, like our main deck is totally linear, no interaction whatsoever. The only thing we've got is Valky, and that'll just take a peek at our opponent's hand, really. So we have Fatal Push and Thoughtseize here, as well as Bloodchief's Thirst, you know, March of Wretched Sorrow, a couple of finales. So we can really bring in a lot of interaction in like game 2. If the opponent is very good at disrupting our combo, we can become more of like a mid-range style deck. We have Unlicensed Hearse for graveyard decks. We have Shifting Ceratops and Carnage Tyrant for control. And like I said, we have, you know, Fatal Push, March of Wretched Sorrow, and Finale of Eternity for aggressive decks. So that's the deck. Let's go ahead and hop right into some games. See how this goes. Okay, this is a pretty reasonable hand. Like, no elf on 1, but plenty of lands. And the Fauna Shaman should help us find the combo if we can get it to stick. So. Oh, nope, Thoughtseize, never mind. They decided not to Thoughtseize us. So this might be like a Rakdos Sacrifice style deck? Yeah, it is, okay. Which means our goal here, wow, okay. So we actually have the combo in hand. If we can get to play all of this out. Okay, they're going to claim our Innkeeper and sack it. I mean, yeah, that's annoying. So here, play this on green. We can Cemetery Prowler, eat the Innkeeper, and Valky? We get Valky or Fauna Shaman. I don't think Fauna Shaman's going to do anything for us here, so we can just, we'll Valky. Alright, Mayhem Devil gone. For now. Actually, this is quite nice, because if we can untap, we could turn into... If we untap with this Valky, we can turn into... Actually, no, they're just going to kill it. What am I talking about? Because they can Deadly Dispute the Shambling Ghast, give the Valky -1/-1, and get back their Mayhem Devil. Granted, they cannot play it this turn, so that's kind of important for us. Yeah, sure. Our goal here is kind of look like a mid-range deck for as long as possible, just like a generic mid-range deck. So this is going to enter tapped. So we're going to play Gwenna here, and we're going to play this Fauna Shaman. Hopefully this baits them into killing Fauna Shaman as much as possible, because that'd be great. I don't think they have any like reanimation type stuff. We'll take the Deadly Dispute. Sorceries cost less. Yeah, that's fine. I just kind of wanted to eat something. This is annoying. How many machine gun shots they get next to 4? Yeah, okay, never mind. We've lost. With double Witch's Oven and the... They have 5 now, okay. So they can kill Gwenna and Fauna Shaman. 6. Because of the treasure. Cool. Hopefully they go face, but if they just target the Gwenna, I mean, we just... Well, they just let us win, so... Oh, no, they didn't. They're still good. Now they're not, I don't think. Unless my math is off. I'm gonna make a goblin here. Oh, well, I made a mistake there, but it doesn't matter. This is gonna take a while, but they've died, so we'll see if they figure it out eventually. Innkeeper's not helpful. Oh, we... God damn it. Alright. Okay, now it should just auto, so that's fine. This is actually faster, I guess. We had 5 more mana, but this is a lot of clicks. I'm just gonna leave that on top, it doesn't matter. can only deal 4. Oh, they can't. Well, I guess they can stop us with killing the Cemetery Prowler. They're. Never mind. What am I talking about? They're still alive. They just aren't doing it. I don't know what they're waiting for, but if they continue to let this resolve, they're going to die. We could have played Relic here. Yeah, okay, so it did matter. We could have played the Relic and then done the complicated version of the combo and still won. I mean, they still let us go through, like... So misplay here, because it... I mean, we're gonna go infinite, so we might as well have some fun. No, they only have 3 damage. Yeah, what am I doing? Yeah, sure, whatever. It doesn't matter. Yeah, if they'd killed the Gwenna, they would have lived, but they didn't kill the Gwenna, and thus they fell victim to death. Against sacrifice. I guess Hearse. And Shaper Sanctuary. If they're going to target all our stuff with 8 billion triggers, they're going to pay the price. So, what isn't good here? Elves, but we're not cutting those, so... Innkeeper's fine. Valky's pretty good. Our whole, like, combo setup is solid. Maybe, like, the Fauna Shamans are not good. I don't like cutting the tutors, but that's the only thing that I can think of that's, like, really kind of ineffective here. They have Claim the Firstborns to steal it. They have... Yeah. I'm also going to cut the Bantu's Monument. Yeah. And then if we need to get even more interactive, we'll bring in, like, Fatal Push. Okay, this is a little bit of an unfortunate draw because we have no black mana to start. Okay, that's kind of annoying from them, but we have the Shaper Sanctuary, so if they want to target our stuff, we draw cards. We're going to go Innkeeper, and then if we draw a land, we can just Coco on their end step, which would be quite nice. Okay, Dungeon... Oh, that comes in tapped. Duh. This is memes. Me being Mimi. Just... Maybe it gets us to someplace, so... Here, yeah, we have the land. We're gonna play the Prosperous Innkeeper, and then probably Coco on their next end step. Unless things change dramatically. That's a Mayhem Devil. Thank you for the card. Nope. They are debating whether to sacrifice ahead of time to guarantee the 3 damage, but really they should, in this case, like, I don't want to block, I want them to target my thing. So I'm not. So they should estimate that sacking before they're still, it doesn't really matter. They're going to get the damage. Basically, this should be a test to see whether they get this for free or not. Unfortunately, Blooming Marsh is tapped, but we're just gonna pass here. And we're Cocoing on their end step, it doesn't matter. Come on, just target my Innkeeper. Give me that card. They're thinking so hard. It's just so funny. Honestly, it might actually be correct for them not to kill the Innkeeper here, because... yeah, because we could hit a Cemetery Gatekeeper, which would... okay, yeah, we did. Alright. Cemetery Prowler, sorry. Gatekeeper is another one. It's the red one. So Prowler Innkeeper for the life gain, I guess? My instants cost less. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Relic of Legends, which is just mana. I'm going to tap that down for another Innkeeper here. And just pass the turn. I really don't want to... no, not pass... well... yeah, we can just attack with the Prowler. Yeah, I don't care about your 1/1s. You're gonna go face with that. My lands cost less. You definitely should have waited until I attacked. You could have gotten the free block. Okay, they're gonna impulse here. target face rather than... Okay, so they got Infernal Grasp. They should kill the Prowler here. So they could have Fatal Push. Or another... Oh no, they have the Woe Strider Sacrifice. Do we just take another 6, or do we triple block the Woe Strider? That loses our board. No, I think we're good. I think we're gonna... I mean, not good, but... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Next turn, we're gonna play Tibalt. And blast Mayhem Devil. Okay. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to sacrifice it. We take 2. Or we could, like... we have to kill it. We have to.
Let fire rage within your heart. Oh, go fight someone else. You know what? I've had
Attacks. Actually, we could have shocked that in, played the Elvish Mystic, gained 1. Woe Strider, do not care. We're actually going to take 3 here. Gonna go Gwenna. This should actually be fine, right? Hoping that not killing... I'm hoping that them not killing these Prostration Keepers is going to bite them in the butt here. Oh, come on. 1 by 1. You're really? We're gonna go Elvish Mystic and Unlicensed Hearse, because this... leaves our Gwenna untapped, whereas Goreclaw doesn't. We are going to pass the turn here. This I am not super concerned about, honestly. Single graveyard. So we're not going to counteract that by eating our own graveyard. That's silly. That will resolve. The question is, do we block? Nah. Okay, we play Goreclaw. Elvish Mystic. AKA the next jumps. And then we just pass. We're on like the waiting train for Acererak now, right? Everything else is totally set up. That is a Cauldron Familiar, which is going to kill us. So they got their combo piece first. That's unfortunate. So it is a combo because it only works because they have a bunch of preamble. Right, we can make them sack an additional food, but that's about it. Activate as a sorcery. I mean, we can do this. It's slow and sorcery speed, but it's still something we can do. Yeah, we're gonna go Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Just bring it back, my friend. Bring it back. So I think our opponent is new to their deck. Or just being very careful because Yeah, everything they're doing is very careful and deliberate. That's another cat. So they can get a free priest activation. We sack a Llanowar elf. They fire up that. Sure. I think we trade for this. Because we can trade Goreclaw for it. Let's crew here. Actually, we could trade an elf for it. Yeah. Unfortunately, we're going to have to let that resolve. Go to blocks. Block like this. Actually, yeah, we can just go to damage. Like, eating their cats does nothing, right? Because we can take this up to a 6 by eating our own 2 creatures. We might want one for the Cemetery Gatekeeper, but that's alright. Like, we've got so many discounts on board already, it's not a problem. It's just a matter of finding Acererak. Like, Gatekeeper doesn't matter. Okay. Scry 1. Oh, we could get Trample. That's also a possibility with the Goreclaw attack, but I don't think we're getting there that way. So let's... Is it better to cycle this Triome or activate... I'm going to cycle the Triome. I think it's better to cycle the Triome. Okay, we get an elf. Gains us 3 life. We can eat a cat. Well, actually, no, we can't eat a cat, but we can make them lose something. The goat token. We kill a goat token. This kills a goat token. Yeah. So we exile nothing, but we killed a goat token. This is a fun and you know, interesting and easy to interact with combo that you don't need anything special or specific to deal with at all, right? We may just be dead because this is 2. 3, 4, 5. Resolve the draw. I mean, I'll tap it for black. Not that it matters. Yeah, Mayhem Devil is a piece of garbage. That card is really dumb. And we saw Hearst do basically nothing there, so we're going to take that out. We're going to take out Shaper Sanctuary as well. I'm just going to acknowledge I boarded wrong for this matchup, right? Like, Shaper Sanctuary made them target our face, which is just sort of the correct thing to do, I guess. Terminal Mystic here. But, like, we just have to be able to kill Mayhem Devils. I'll keep this. Right? It's, Boseiju kills Ovens. That's a Witness, not an Oven. That's an Acererak, so that's nice. We have part of the part of the combo that we most want in hand. Or not the Relic. No, it's an Oven.
Nalar, Pyromancer extraordinaire. Don't worry. Oh, they're so cute.
If you say so. All right. Options. Prowler probably gets claimed. So what I'm going to do is hold up the Coco. I'm just going to pass. Sure.
Don't worry. Hey, these little guys are great.
Mayhem Devil. That card's a piece of garbage. Do they want to sack this treasure to... I didn't think so. We're going to Coco. Oh boy, that's a Coco. Yeah. I don't know why they let us untap with it. That seems just very wrong. Again, I feel like this wolf is just going to get claimed and sacked. But we will eat a creature. Tap this for mana while we can and play another one. Just to pass the turn. This thing is such a pain in the butt. I have cards to deal with it, just not in my hand, so. Oh look, they played like 7 more minutes than me.
Hey, say hi to my fiery friends.
Really? Okay, that makes sense. Well, not really. I mean, why wouldn't you just do that in the main phase? So yeah, we're just dead here. There's no winning. Because this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plus whatever they have in hand. So yeah, we're dead. All right, let's play another one. Yeah, that deck is so that deck is kind of a very polar deck. We saw it in the game we won. Basically, if they have the Mayhem Devil, they win the game. If they don't have the Mayhem Devil, it takes them a lot longer to win the game. So that's kind of the key card for that deck. This is actually quite nice. Oh my gosh, another like sort of aggressive deck here. These Elvish Mystics are gonna die, so we're just gonna run them out. Hope. Yeah? Cool. Okay. You figured out that 1 is equal to 1. Congratulations. Let's get a tap land out here now. Two is greater than 1. Thank you. That card's annoying. We could just run on another tap land, run out this Prosperous Innkeeper, and then they have to spend a burn spell on that. Maybe it makes our Gwenna more likely to survive. Maybe it leaves us dead, you know? There's another infantry. No blocks. You gonna shock me? No? Okay, cool. We'll play a forest. We're gonna play an Elvish Mystic. Gain a life, Gwenna. Gain a life. Now they may very well, actually, we might not gain a life here, but we did. Cool. No attacks. This is fine. Everything's fine. I'm not immediately dead. Oh, cool. They had a lightning bolt. They didn't want to spend it on the card that was going to gain us life. They wanted to spend it on something else. Nope. We literally can't block. Like, if they have anything, then we just die. I don't know what I'm cycling to, right? Like, I guess... Put this in tapped. Their stuff all has trample. This gains us a life. Kind of just have to go Pandelver, right? Boseiju does nothing. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Death. Alright. Bringing in the pushes. March of Friction Sorrow, Finale. And Bloodchief's Thirst. What gets dropped? Elves is what I want to do, but that doesn't make any sense. So drop the Cocos. Trim Relic. Fauna Shaman. We will cut an elf. So this deck, this is sort of suffering from the fact that, you know, the Saffron Outlet video is fairly fresh. People know what's up. So it's a little rough there. Blue Marsh. Gwenna. Pass turn. Maybe we can get him on the on a 2-for-1. Should have just pushed it. That would have been a full price Wizard's Lightning. Oh, we get the 2-for-1. Cool. No. Run out of the Blooming Marsh here. I think Acererak's better. We're not going too fast, so I am going to go for Pandelver. It's not like we've got a... Okay, we'll take the Relic. Cycling that is interesting. Play a Relic. We're going to play a Acererak. We're not gonna bother full control nonsense is just gonna come stack and make a goblin. No attacks. And we can block here with the goblin. Well, actually, that doesn't do anything. This thing has trample. I mean, I guess it gains its life. Oh my god. Drawing all of that. Does this goblin do anything else for us? No. Gaining a life here is kind of more important. All their... I guess if they played a Swift Spear, like, we would care, but I think the life here is more important than... Oh my god. Alright, now we have to full control. Acererak. Add a black off the Acererak. Oh, we should have gone... Okay, we should have gone... Treasure token. I'm gonna cycle this here instead of playing the, Do we still have 3 if we Acererak? I think we do have 3, right? No, we don't. No, I'm wrong. No, I was right. I just forgot we hadn't played a land. I'm a big dummy. But we're still at a decent life total against Burn, so... I guess... I need 2 fatal pushes off the top. That's not a fatal push. We lose. A little bit of flood there. A little bit of flood. A little bit of a misplay on the previous turn. And I really feel like this deck, like... I don't like decks that are linear in the main. Right? I really feel like you should be playing... interaction in the main deck. Even if you are a combo deck. Because, like, you're not always going to be the fastest. Don't tell me this is like the mirror match. That'd be so stupid. No, okay, this is just a Golgari mid-range deck. Cool. We may not have enough, like, hits for Coco that aren't freaking elves. Shelly? Oh no. Come on down. Like, you know what this is, but... So... Gwenna... Valky? We could go Innkeeper. No, let's go Valky. If Valky doesn't hit anything useful, we can just block the Tireless Tracker. I don't know that that's useful. Is that more useful than just blocking the tracker and killing it now? They've got Lily, they've got Trophy. No. Cancel that. Go to blocks. Yeah, let's block tracker now. Questing Beast is obviously, like, not good, but there's nothing we can do about that, so... Oh, Lenore wastes his land for turn. I mean, yeah, we're just gonna die. They Lily, they Edict, we lose the Llanowar Elves. Okay, they just play an underdog. Fine. I'll just block like this. Yeah, we're dead. It'll take him like 2 turns to kill us. But that's plenty of time. Like, we just have so much mana generation, there's nothing to do with it. Yeah, I just want that package in the main deck over the elves almost. I think the elves are kind of important though. Let's cut the Cocos. 28, 27, 26 creatures. 26 hits, quote unquote, for Coco. 8 of which are not, well, 11 of which are not actually good, right? They're hits, but they're not value. Like, this isn't something that you're happy to hit off of Coco. Fauna Shaman you can kind of count. Valky you can kind of count. Because they're not, like, the worst. Monument. Trim Elves. Yeah, go to 4 elves. Instead of 8 elves. It may also be that I'm just, like, not in the right mindset right now. I feel like my sideboarding is, like, off. Little bit of an unfortunate situation for March there, in that it could not kill the underdog. Oh no, Lily!
I'll have this fight finished before brunch.
Drop it.
I'm just gonna blast that
Sorry,
here.
I'm not interested in dying today.
Shelly, ow. Let's go, let's lead on Valky. Valky gets nothing. Cool. We will drop in... We probably should have led on Prowler, right? Yeah. Because we lead on Prowler, Valky gets discounted. We trophy that, we get a land. Be real nice if we could draw. Gas. Nope.
Under my watch, neither vampire nor human will go extinct.
Blood for knowledge. A fair trade.
We could go to 1 here. I think our only successful... Yeah, we only have... If we draw a Acererak here, we go off and win. If we don't draw a Acererak here, we die regardless. Right? Because if we block the underdog, we take 4, we go to 6, we get 3 turns. But not really, because we're... all we have in hand is Gwenna. Nope, we died. Yeah, we died. Alright, well, I hope y'all enjoyed that. Unfortunately, we didn't win anything. I genuinely hate elf decks. Particularly counting elves as hits for Coco. It's just... like... if you hit any one of your 3-drops and an elf, you go, oh, well, that wasn't very good, right? You really have to hit a 2 and a 3, or like a valuable 1-drop, because once you get to Coco mana, accelerating further doesn't do anything for you. I'm probably going to come back and rebuild this and see if maybe something without the elves is a bit of a better line. Maybe adding the blue because we can add in like Neoform to go find our stuff and just whack it onto the battlefield. Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have the mythics to do the cannons, at least the full suite. So, yeah, like I said, I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll probably see you like on Wednesday or something with a rebuild.